Hello, welcome back to the channel, Health, Wealth, and Wisdom in Black Spaces. I'm your host, Tim Alexander. That's Health, Wealth, and Wisdom in Black Spaces. And this is going to be a quick topic on learning by doing. Learning by doing. And it's tackling a shortcut to mastering any skill, learning by doing. Think back on how you learned to ride a bicycle. Did you sit in a classroom studying the physics of balance? Did you read a 200-page manual on handlebar rotation? That's a rhetorical question. Of course you didn't. You got on the seat, wobbled, fell into a bush, adjusted your weight, and tried again. And you kept trying until you started riding that bike. That is experiential learning in its purest form. Yet as adults, we often do the exact opposite. We trap ourselves in learning mode, reading books, watching tutorials, and collecting certificates without ever actually starting. All those things back up. All those things are good. Reading books, I'm a big reader. But after you read that book, you got to put the book down and start doing it. And I'm talking to myself also. So why does action beat passive consumption every single time? It comes down to how our brains process information. When you read a book or watch a video like this video, you are using your passive memory. It feels like you're learning, but your brain is actually taking a back seat. Scientists call this illusion of competence. You understand the concept, so you assume you can execute it. But the moment you physically attempt the task, your brain shifts gears. Neural connections spark. Doing forces your brain to build the tactical, real-time problem-solving paths. Feedback is instant. Your mistakes give you immediate data on what went wrong. Retention skyrockets. Study after study shows we retain up to 75% of what we practice, compared to just 10% of what we read. Overcoming the fear of doing. If learning by doing is so effective, why don't we do it more? The answer is simple. Fear of failure. That's a big one. Fear of failure. Reading a book is safe. You can't fail at reading, but building a website, speaking a new language, or cooking a complex meal opens the door to making mistakes. And it's okay to make mistakes. To bypass that fear, you need to change your relationship with errors. In the world of action learning, mistakes aren't failures, they are data points. Thomas Edison, 2,000, 3,000, he failed like 2,000 or 3,000 times before he came up with the right way to do it right. And you take that same concept to whatever you're trying to do. Imagine a software developer. They don't write perfect code on the first try. They write messy code, run it, watch it break, fix the errors, and repeat. The breaking is actually where the learning happens. If you aren't making mistakes, you are actually building the skill. Think of one thing you're trying to learn lately. Maybe it's a new language, a coding skill, a sport, or an instrument. Stop reading about it today. Spend just 5 minutes doing it badly. If it's language, speak a messy sentence out loud right now. If it's design, open the software and draw a terrible logo. Break the ice, embrace the mess, and remember, action creates clarity. Let me say that again. Action creates clarity. So I've read a good book. I can't think of the guy's name now, but the Challenger, he found out about the O-rings when the Challenger exploded back in the early 80s. He has a great book. I just picked up his book. Let's see, O-rings investigator. He's a famous physicist. Richard Feynman, Nobel Prize winning physicist known for his eccentric brilliance. Um, he is, yeah, read any books on him, and it's awesome. But he takes this learning by doing to a new new level. If you read his books, Richard Feynman books, his books are highly entertaining. He got that one, Surely You're Joking, Mr. Feynman. What do you care what other people think? But I'm going through his biography now. I'm just starting it, but he's talking about how his dad learned him how to not only learn the vocabulary of something, but like say, if you're studying birds, his dad told him not just learn the okay, yeah, you know what a bird is called in America. That bluebird is called something different in America than they call it in another country, Argentina or whatever. But go behind the words, the characteristics of that bird, and so basically dig deeper than just knowing the vocabulary, and really challenge yourself, and that's how you really learn something. That what makes him such a the things he did was like unbelievable. He had, as a matter of fact, he had his own learning technique. I think it's called the Feynman technique. It's a world famous 4-step mental model designed to help you master complex ideas quickly by prioritizing deep comprehension over rote memorization. He believed that complexity and heavy jargon often makes a lack of true understanding. His core philosophy was simple. If you cannot explain a concept in plain, simple terms to a child, you do not truly understand it yourself. And then there's if you YouTube how to learn faster with the Feynman technique, you can YouTube it. It got about 7.3 million views. How to learn faster with the Feynman technique, and it talks about this. It's basically learning by doing, and then getting and breaking it down to its simplest form. So that's what I want to talk about this too. Learning by doing. Read the books, absolutely read the books. But after you read the books, learn to put what you, at least 1 or 2 points into action. Or if you can't put it in action, get you a little notebook like I got here, and just have a blank sheet of paper after you read a chapter of a book. See, can you put that chapter in your own terms? It could be 1 or 2 sentences, but put what you've learned, what you think you learned, on a couple of sentences, or even record yourself if you don't like to write. Record yourself saying this chapter was about this, and then go back and read that chapter and see how much you retain of that. And this is a good way to practice retention of what you're learning. Can help you be deeper, get deeper into it. And this is stuff I'm learning to do myself. So that's what I want to talk about, learning by doing. This podcast is learning by doing. So if you like it, share it, tag it, and I'll see you the next time. This is Health, Wealth, and Wisdom in Black Spaces, learning by doing. We out. Thank you.